What's going on, fellow vets? Brian Reese here, the VA Claims Insider, coming at you live from Austin, Texas. I'm so glad you joined me today for VA Claims Secrets, okay? How to increase your VA disability rating and have your claim approved faster, even if you've already filed, been denied, or gave up, okay? I'm also going to be sharing expert tips and strategies along the way, okay, so that you can fight a fair fight before the VA. I'm also going to be sharing 3 secrets that I've learned from actual VA rating officials. Okay. They shared some tips with me and they want me to share them with you. And I'm going to be revealing that a little bit later here in the presentation. Again, you need some help. That's what we do here at VA Claims Insider. You can check us out at vaclaimsinsider.com. We've got incredible blog content. There's tons of free resources. And I'd invite you to check that out after we're done here. Okay. So let's step through this presentation. Here we go. Okay, my promise. I want this to be the most actionable 60 minutes ever where I share everything I've learned, 10,000 hours researching, writing. I wrote a book on veteran benefits. I'm going to share the best of the best with you here today. Okay. I'm also going to share the top 3 VA claim secrets revealed and explained from actual VA raters. Step by step. VA raters are people who review your evidence and rate your claim, meaning they issue you a rating decision. I'm also going to be sharing expert tips and strategies to help you get a higher VA rating, regardless of how stuck and frustrated you may feel right now. And I've got an exclusive free bonus if you stay until the end of this training. Okay, exclusive just for you. So please don't leave. Stay until the end. I feel your pain. All right. Let me just begin by saying, I feel your pain. Sometimes it can feel like this when you're going through the VA disability claim process. You can feel alone. You can feel stuck. You can feel frustrated. You can be underrated. You can feel as if nobody cares. I get it. I really, really do. But stay tuned, because when we're done with you, you're not going to feel this pain anymore. Now, this is what we're told. We leave the military and we're told to just go find a VSO and file a VA disability claim. Okay. Well, first of all, we don't even know what that means. We don't even know if we're eligible for benefits. If we are eligible, we don't know what conditions we're eligible for. We have no idea how the online system works. Nobody talks to you at the VA. Nobody educates you on how you get the benefits you've earned for your service. Guys, that's why I created VA Claims Insider, to educate and empower veterans to get the benefits they've earned for their service to this country. And by the way, how would you like to avoid my $100,000 mistake? Okay. My $100,000 mistake was filing with a VSO who didn't exactly know what he was doing, who didn't advise me correctly on the right strategy. I wasn't educated and I didn't have the right medical evidence. I found out 6.5 years later that I lost about $100,000 of tax-free compensation that I should have had the first time around. Okay. I don't want this to happen to you. So I'm going to share what I did so that you can avoid this mistake. Now, please, please, please don't use these powers for evil. Okay. Now, these powers could be used for evil. What I mean by that is, please don't use the information and education I'm giving you today to go get something you don't deserve. Okay. Please don't ever file a false claim. Number 1, it's wrong. Number 2, it's illegal. Okay. It's against the law, and there are civil and criminal penalties for those who try to take advantage of the system to get something they don't deserve. Okay. I'm an Air Force veteran, integrity, service, excellence. That's what I believe in. And again, please don't ever sacrifice your integrity for money. Quick disclaimer, I'm not an accredited agent. I'm not a VSO. I'm not an attorney. I'm not any other entity recognized by the VA, and I have nothing to do with the VA. Neither does anybody on our team. This video is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be substituted for the medical advice from a doctor or healthcare provider or the legal advice of a VA accredited attorney. Now, did you know? Okay, you might not know this. We didn't know this until we actually researched it. 80% of you, the number was actually a little bit higher. It was 87% of veterans who took our survey, meaning they had some type of rating with the VA. 87% believed they were underrated. That means they did not have the VA disability rating percentage they believe they deserve. Now, gang, when that happens, you could be missing out on thousands and thousands of dollars of tax-free compensation every month. You could be missing out on things like healthcare benefits, education benefits, GI Bill home loan benefits, you name it. There's a ton of benefits available to you. Many of them, including benefits in your state, start with your VA rating percentage. So that's why we're so passionate about getting this right and helping you move away from this statistic. I do not want you to be one of the 8 out of 10. Let's move you away from this, and we're going to get there today. Now, when we asked the survey, we asked veterans, why don't you have benefits? Okay, we surveyed over 1,000 who are in our VA Claims Insider Elite program to find out why. And here were the 3 most common reasons. Number 1, I told myself I didn't deserve VA benefits. Thank you for giving me permission, Brian. Fellow veterans, hear me and hear me clear right now. You served, you deserve. The VA exists for you and because of you. These are your benefits. Getting your benefits do not affect any other veterans' benefits. Okay, so get that out of your head. Stop lying to yourself. You do deserve these benefits. Okay, and I'm giving you permission right here, right now. Reason number 2, I didn't know how to get VA benefits until I found VA Claims Insider. Okay, it can be extremely confusing. It can be extremely frustrating. I get it, which is why we've boiled it down to the 3 top things you need to execute. Okay, and I'll share those here in a minute. Reason number 3, I was previously denied, so I gave up until I found you. Hey, there's that 87% reported they were underrated. A lot of veterans think it's one and done. All right. The reason we think that is because we don't know any different. Nobody's ever told us you can actually file claim 2, claim 4, claim 7, claim 10. The VA claim process never ends unless you quit. Okay. Now here's the secret right here. This is what our process is built on. Strategy plus education plus medical evidence equals the VA rating percentage you deserve in less time. Now, a quick strategy tip, high value claims versus low value claims. A high value claim is a disability that has a very high likelihood of getting rated at 30% or higher on its own. Okay, those are things like mental health conditions, PTSD, chronic adjustment disorder, major depressive disorder, anxiety disorders, somatoform disorders, any type of sleep apnea, okay? Migraines, there's 150 different types of headaches that can be rated under the law. Respiratory conditions like asthma, heart and lung, chronic fatigue syndrome, GERD, which is acid reflux, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, flat feet, etc. Those are all high value claims. Now, a low value claim is a disability with a very low likelihood of getting rated at 30% or higher on its own. And those are things like tinnitus, the ringing in our ears, hearing loss, most musculoskeletal conditions, sprains, strains, scars. Those are all low value claims. Now, I'm giving you a free guide right here, right now. If you want my top 10 high value VA claims guide, all you got to do is write this down and go to VACI top10claims.com. Okay. And I'll reveal and explain the top 10 claims. Okay. Who's ready for VA claim secrets? Just raise your hand. I got both hands in the air. You can see me down here. Let's get this right here, right now. 3 VA claim secrets. Strap in. Here we go. That's 3 secrets revealed. Secret number 1, FDCs and secondary claims. How to beat the VA, take control of your claim, get an immediate rating increase, and have it decided 3 to 6 months faster. Okay. Secret number 2, DBQs and Nexus letters. How to legally and ethically get 100% VA rating and over $3,000 a month tax-free for life. Hint, it's easier than you might think. Secret number 3, keywording and modeling. How to structure your personal statements and buddy letters in the exact way VA raters want to see them, so you can win your VA claim and get a higher rating regardless of previous denials. Okay, here we go. Secret number 1, FDC, that stands for fully developed claim and secondary claims. How to beat the VA, take control of your claim, get an immediate VA rating increase, and have it decided 3 to 6 months faster. That sounds pretty good, right? Here we go. 2 reasons VA claims get denied. Okay, bar none. Bottom line, we've helped 15,000 veterans since 2016. And here's the 2 reasons. Number 1, there's not enough medical evidence. No diagnosis, no symptoms. Now, generally, there's not enough evidence in your service treatment records. Those are your military records. Well, guess what? The VA knows that, okay? The VA knows you don't have enough evidence because it's culturally unacceptable in the military to go get help. So many times these things are not documented, okay? Now, bottom line, though, is you got to get it documented now. So it has to be in either VA records, VA medical records, or private medical records. But you got to have a diagnosis and you got to have documented symptoms somewhere. That's number 1. Number 2, the VA rater is unable to determine the nexus for service connection. Okay, if you've logged into va.gov and you see things that say not service connected, that's what this means. The VA is not disagreeing that you have that disability. They're disagreeing that it was caused or made worse by your military service. Okay, now stay tuned. I've got a secret hack to help move you through this, regardless of if you've been denied before. Okay, so what I'm about to show you fixes problem number 1 and problem number 2. There's 2 types of claims. There's something called the standard claim, and there's something called a fully developed claim. Now, the standard claim is what your VSO files. Okay, we call it a spray and pray mentality. That means you file a claim for everything. That means you don't upload your medical records. You tell the VA rater to go find them on your behalf. Okay, it relies on the VA to go track down information. Now, the standard claim sucks because it takes longer for a decision. Your rating is less accurate and you lose control. That picture says, well, this sucks. It does. If you try to file a claim for everything, that claim is going to take forever to get adjudicated. If you are relying on the VA to track down your information, you're wrong because they ain't never going to get it. They're too busy. So this is what we recommend. It's called the fully developed claim. Now, what the heck is a fully developed claim? It's what you file online yourself at va.gov in about 2 minutes, free of charge. Now, we recommend that you be very, very strategic. 1 to 3 conditions per claim max. Why? Because if you do more than that, it's going to take forever to get scheduled for CNP exams and for the rater to adjudicate that claim. So for each claim you're filing, 1 to 3 conditions max. Now, this relies on your medical information because in a fully developed claim, you upload all evidence for the VA. You tell them, don't go look anywhere else. Everything you need to rate this claim, I've already uploaded. 40% faster rating decisions, 90 to 120 days on average. Your rating is more accurate and you maintain control. Success. Now, there's 3 main types of disabilities that you can file in that fully developed claim: primary, secondary, and presumptive. Now, primary disabilities are the main focus of most VSOs and veterans. What you're telling the VA is your condition was caused or made worse by your active duty service directly. Now, you must be able to prove the nexus. Okay, nexus means link or connection. And it's often harder if you've been out of the military for more than 12 months. Okay, now an example of a primary disability for direct service connection is combat-related PTSD. Now, here's a pro tip. There should be at least some evidence in your service treatment records. Get them and read through them especially sections at the beginning where you can see your diagnosis history. Now, there's also something called secondary disabilities for secondary service connection. They're the most overlooked, but the easiest to win. Now, what you're telling the VA is your current disability was caused or made worse by another disability rated at 0% or higher. It's generally easier to show the nexus if you have a nexus letter, which I'll get to in a minute. Now, an example here would be like a lifestyle impact claim or anxiety, depression, and migraines secondary to tinnitus. Yes, you could have a mental health claim secondary to tinnitus. You could also have migraines secondary to tinnitus. Okay, I've seen that. It happens all the time. But if you're going to do it, you need a nexus letter from a private healthcare provider, and we can help get those for you at reduced rates. Now, a secondary VA claim hack, how to service connect secondary disabilities. Almost anything in the human body can be connected to something else. Okay. A human body is like a car. Okay. Well, if your car runs out of oil, eventually it's going to break down. Okay. If your wheel falls off and you keep driving, eventually the whole axle's probably going to fall off. That's what happens to the human body when certain things start to go. Examples here are PTSD and sleep apnea. Sleep apnea and PTSD reverse the other way. Migraine secondary to tinnitus. You could have hip and back conditions secondary to knees and feet. It happens all the time, gang, and it can be proven with medical research and medical evidence. And I'll share my example here of left foot severe plantar fasciitis, which is heel pain caused by my right knee condition. So here's a real personal example. Okay. I was service connected at 10% for my right knee. Okay. From 2012, when I left the United States Air Force. Now, 5 years after leaving the military, I developed severe left foot plantar fasciitis, which is heel pain. And it hurt bad. I mean, it hurt to walk. I was diagnosed. So I had a medical diagnosis and I sought treatment. Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you think I would have been granted service connection if I would have filed a primary claim for plantar fasciitis? No. All right. No. The reason it's no is because I didn't have foot problems on active duty. I never was diagnosed or even sought treatment. So my service treatment records were silent on the issue of a foot condition because I didn't have one on active duty. So if I would have tried to make the argument that it was connected to my service directly, it would have been denied. So here's what I did. I wrote a statement in support of a claim on the VA form 21-4138 for plantar fasciitis secondary to right knee. I uploaded a medical research report on the prevalence of plantar fasciitis in military members. I had medical records with the diagnosis, and I had a nexus letter from a private doctor. Okay, now here's an example of this statement. Left foot severe unilateral plantar fasciitis. I believe my left foot problems are secondary to my service-connected right knee. My body now favors my left leg due to my right knee problems. Okay, and it's caused me to develop left foot plantar fasciitis. That's it. It just needs to be a few sentences. Now, a medical research hack, write this down. The United States government and all of its research facilities have a published directory called PubMed. Okay, you can go to pubmed.gov and you can find and download medical research reports for free online to help you prove service connection. Now, find one that pertains to your case, download it, move it to a PDF, and upload it on va.gov in support of your claim. Here's the report I found. I went to PubMed and I typed plantar fasciitis military in the search bar. And that third one down there is the one that I downloaded, and it talked about the prevalence of plantar fasciitis in military members. So what happened? 20% service connected for left knee plantar fasciitis secondary to right knee. It took less than 2 months to decide. No C&P exam. What? Why? Say what? If you provide the VA with the right medical evidence, you might not get a C&P exam. That rater is incentivized to review and rate claims and get them off their desk. If you provide them with exactly what they need, you can get a rating decision faster. Okay, now the third type, presumptive disabilities. What's a presumptive disability? It's one that the VA presumes to be related to your military service, even if there's no specific nexus, okay, for service connection. So it works like this. If you served at X location during the qualifying period and you developed Y condition as a result, then X plus Y equals automatic guaranteed service connection. The only thing you need to show is a DD 214 that you were in an eligible location during a specific period and that you developed a qualifying condition as a result. Now, one thing I'm going to give you when you join VA Claims Insider Elite today, a presumptive disabilities hack. There are 10 categories of presumptive disability. There's over 200 conditions. More than 100 of the conditions you're eligible for are not published in the general schedule, but they're still eligible for presumptive service connection under the law. Okay, many of them go by different names than what's actually listed in the schedule. Now, the most common types we see lately, burn pits and particulate matter exposure. There was just recently a whole bunch more claims added to that. Gulf War syndrome. Okay, so if you served in the Gulf at all, Camp Lejeune, water contamination, radiation exposure, asbestos exposure, Agent Orange. These are all very, very common, folks. Okay, secret number 2, DBQs and medical nexus letters, how to legally and ethically get 100% VA rating and over $3,000 a month tax-free for life. Hint, it's easier than you might think. Now, I created this graphic. I call it the VA Claims Insider Golden Circle. And it talks about the 4 things you must have to get VA disability benefits under the law. Number 1, medical diagnosis of a disability in a medical record. Number 2, evidence of an in-service event, injury, disease, or aggravation. Number 3, a nexus, link or connection between number 1 and number 2 via competent medical evidence. What that means are things like medical records, nexus letters. And then number 4, severity of symptoms. The severity of your symptoms is what determines your overall rating. And they're measured in terms of frequency, severity, and duration over time. Now, number 1 can be satisfied with medical records. Number 3, which is the connection between 1 and 2, can be satisfied with a nexus letter from a private provider. And number 4, proving your symptoms can happen on VA DBQ forms. Those are disability benefit questionnaires, medical records, and personal statements. What the heck is a DBQ? A disability benefit questionnaire is a downloadable medical form created for you to use in the evaluation process for benefits. DBQs make your claims go faster. It allows you to maintain control, and it allows you to get a more accurate decision. Why? Because they're streamlined forms, and you can have a private provider complete one of more than 70 DBQs for you. Okay, now you can Google VA DBQ forms, and you can see there's more than 70 public use DBQ forms. DBQs make it easier to win your VA claim, get a higher rating, and have it completed faster. Now, there's all kinds of misinformation out there that DBQs aren't used anymore. You can't use them anymore for claims. The VA will deny them if they're done over telemedicine. All of those things are false. Okay, DBQs can be used. They should be used. A private provider can fill them out. And yes, they can be completed using telemedicine. How many disabilities are covered by DBQs? There's more than 70 right now. They're updated all the time by the VA, and they're posted online in PDF format. Telehealth and telemedicine DBQs are allowed by law, and they can be completed by a private provider. Okay, now DBQs are crucial to the fully developed claim program. Remember, secret number 1 talked about fully developed claims. Why? Because they provide the medical information that's directly relevant so the rater can determine the appropriate rating. Now, this helps ensure the VA raters have the information they need to start processing the claim faster. Now, here's an example, okay, of a sleep apnea DBQ. our veteran client received a 100% rating for obstructive sleep apnea. Now, all it is, a DBQ form, it's a VA form that is a standardized form that allows for the collection of medical evidence. Okay, now if you need DBQs, you can tap into the VA Claims Insider referral network so you can get reduced rates on DBQs and Nexus letters. Now, what is a Nexus letter? A Nexus letter is an evidence-based document prepared by a private medical professional that helps establish a link, the nexus between your current disability and their active duty military service. They are especially crucial if you weren't diagnosed in the military or if you've been out of the military for more than 12 months. Now, a Nexus letter is just like an MFR that we used to write in the military. Background, evidence, facts, diagnosis, connection, symptoms. It's the medical professional's private opinion as to the link, okay? What was your disability caused or made worse by? Was it made worse by your service? Was it made worse by a deployment? Was it made worse by another condition in your body? Okay, a Nexus letter helps you prove service connection. Now, do you need a Nexus letter? Here's what I recommend. If your disability was not diagnosed in the military, or if there are no documented symptoms in your military medical record, those are your service treatment records, you probably need a Nexus letter. Why? Because you don't have enough medical evidence that the disability existed during service. There's no connection to service without a Nexus letter. If you're attempting to service connect a previously denied claim, or you're trying to file for secondary service connection, a Nexus letter is highly recommended. Why? Because you need a powerful argument to overcome a previous claim denial. Okay, it can help tip the scales in your favor. Now, a pro tip, secondary service connection, okay, if you're trying to file a secondary claim, requires in the third pillar medical nexus evidence. And that means that your disability is proximately due to or aggravated by a service-connected disability. An example here would be sleep apnea secondary to PTSD. Now, here's the 5 critical elements of a Nexus letter. Okay, any private medical professional can write one, but you should be on the lookout because not all Nexus letters are created equally. Okay, number 1, the best Nexus letters are short, factual, and evidence-based. The doctor should review your entire claim file and explain any records they've reviewed. The doctor should cite applicable medical research and any BVA case decisions to back up their assertion. At a minimum, the doctor should express their Nexus opinion with service connection with the statements, at least as likely as not. Okay, now that means 50-50. The tie goes to the veteran. Okay, that's called the benefit of the doubt. Number 5, the letter must be signed and dated and list the doctor's credentials and include contact information. That's it. If there's anything above and beyond this, it's not needed. Okay, so here's those statements of likelihood. Remember I talked about tipping the scales in your favor? There's 5 statements of likelihood in a Nexus letter. There's is due to. That means the doctor is positive that your condition's due to service. There's more likely than not. That means greater than 50%. There's at least as likely as not, which means equal to 50%. Now, if you get things that say less likely than not, you're going to be denied service connection. Okay, if a C&P examiner writes less likely than not, that's a recipe for a denial. And then there's is not due to, which is 0% probability. So the minimum threshold here, the one you're looking for, is at least as likely as not, assuming the private medical provider believes your condition was due to service or another service-connected disability. Now, here's an example. Okay, a Nexus letter can be 1 page. Now, there may be more complex Nexus letters that are 3, 5, 7 pages. Okay, but it doesn't necessarily have to be very long. And I pulled this out just to show you. In my medical opinion, the veteran's current sleep apnea condition is more likely than not due to his service and is the cause of his current OSA condition. Okay. Okay, let's move on to secret number 3. We are rocking and rolling. Thanks for hanging with me, fellow vets. Keywording and modeling. How to structure your personal statements and buddy letters in the exact way raters want to see them so you can win your claim and get a higher rating regardless of previous denials. I love Tony Robbins. I've followed him for years, and he says this: if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who have already succeeded. Guess what? That's what we're going to do. Keywording and modeling. Crucial documents. I think you should have a VA Form 21-4138, a statement in support of a claim for every disability you're claiming. Okay. Buddy letters on the VA Form 21-4138 if lay evidence is necessary. Sworn declarations if you've been previously denied service connection. Okay, now a secret hack, I created the world's only online fillable signable buddy letter generator, and I'm going to give it to you for free today when you join our program, VA Claims Insider Elite. Now, what should there be in your statement in support of a claim? Here is the structure that I've been teaching for years. Okay, there's 4 sections. Number 1, you should list the exact name of the disability you're claiming in the first section. Okay. And what I mean by that is don't just say something like back condition. Okay. Put in there lumbar strain of the L3 or whatever. Okay. Whatever your condition is, be specific. Okay. Number 2, explain the approximate time frame when your disability began and why it should be service connected, or why your rating should be increased if it's already service connected. Okay. Now, when you're explaining a time frame, you should be able to tell the VA within a 60-day window of when a disability began. Number 3, list your current symptoms in terms of frequency, severity, and duration. Frequency means how often is it happening? Severity means how bad is it when it does happen? And duration means how long does it last when it happens? Okay. Explain that in detail. And then the 4th part is explain how that disability negatively impacts your work, life, and social functioning. Use an example or 2. Okay. That's it. That's the structure. You're looking for 2, 3, 4 paragraphs max. Okay. You're not writing a book here. Who wants to see a real statement in support of a claim, buddy letter, and a sworn declaration? All right, let's go. Here is an example of a statement in support of a claim for PTSD. Now you see in there, it says right up in the first part, post-traumatic stress disorder caused by deployment to Afghanistan, and it lists the dates. It talks about when the symptoms began, talked about what happens when you have the symptoms, and it talks about how severe it is. Okay, that's it. That's all you need to do is explain the symptoms, the severity of the symptoms, and how it's limiting or affecting your work, life, and social functioning. Now, here's an example of a buddy letter. Okay, somebody writing a letter on behalf of you. You typically want to have an introduction. The person should state who they are, how they know the veteran, what the relationship was like, what they witnessed. Okay, crucial. Especially if there's any gaps in your medical records, buddy letters are extremely useful. And here's a sworn declaration. Very simple. Now, do not write a sworn declaration unless you are willing to swear under penalty of perjury. Okay. Penalty of perjury means you're willing to go to prison. Okay. So if you're not willing to declare that, don't write a sworn declaration. Now, sworn declarations can be helpful in the case of denied claims when you're explaining exactly what happened in your claim situation and why you believe the VA is wrong and something should be service connected. Okay, who's ready for 3 secret tips from actual VA raters? Let's go. Get out your pen. VA rater secret number 1. Brian, tell your veterans, just because the Veterans Health Administration, the VHA, treats you for a disability does not necessarily mean it's service connectable with the VBA for disability compensation. What does this mean? Okay, I'll use an example. A couple years ago, I had a gas grill blow up on me. and I suffered second-degree burns all over my feet, my legs, my arms, up my face. And I ended up having to go to the emergency room. Okay. I ended up having to be lifted to a hospital. I ended up spending at least 2 nights in the hospital. Okay. Now, those burns and scars that resulted from that, yes, I was able to get free healthcare treatment that the VA paid for, right, from a private provider because I had a gas grill blow up on my face. Okay. But that gas grill and the scars that resulted, that has nothing to do with military service. Okay. So I can't file a claim for that because it should be not service connected. Okay. So what the raters are telling you here is your disabilities that you're treated for, they're not always service connectable with the VBA. Now, many are. Okay. But some might not be. VA Rater secret hack number 2. If you do not have proof of a medical diagnosis or a treatment for disability while on active duty, okay, now, unless it falls under presumption, remember we talked about VA presumptive claims earlier, going for direct service connection, remember the primary disability is direct service connection, is probably not the best route. Try secondary service connection. I agree. But if you're going to go secondary service connection, you better get a Nexus letter from a private provider. Why? Because Pillar 3, it's required. Medical Nexus evidence. VA Rater secret number 3, independent medical opinions. They're called IMOs. Okay. An IMO is the same thing as a Nexus letter. They're used interchangeably. From a private healthcare provider generally carries more probative value than DBQ medical opinions from C&P examiners. This is really important, okay? Because if you have an IMO, if you get a Nexus letter from a private healthcare provider, it's going to have probative value, okay? Meaning it's more likely to prove an issue, okay? Even if you get a negative medical opinion from a C&P examiner, like a less likely than not, even if the VA rater denies the claim, you should still win this claim in a higher level review. Okay. Now, not always, but you should. So it's absolutely imperative that you get a Nexus letter from a private provider with high probative value. They can help you. Okay. Even if the VA denies your claim in round 1. Now, let me ask you a question. Who feels like this little girl? Okay. Well, I got 2 hands in the air and I'm the one giving the presentation. All right. We covered a lot today. Okay. And it probably feels like this right now. There's probably lots of stuff you want to write down. My goal was not to confuse you. So I hope it's not too bad, but I understand you may feel a little bit like this little girl right now. I'm asking your permission. Can I have your permission to share how to get the VA disability rating percentage and compensation you deserve, even if you've already filed, been denied, or gave up? Now, some cool pics here. That's with one of our early vets, Jim, down there in the corner. Just an amazing, amazing guy. We got to meet in person at the Military Influencer Conference. Down there on the right-hand side there, that's Caleb. He's one of our senior veteran coaches. He's a Marine Corps vet. And front and center there, that is why we do this. Okay, we are veterans helping veterans worldwide. And you know what we do here? We serve beyond the claim. Yes, we can help you get a higher rating. Yes, we can help you get more compensation. Yes, we can help you get more benefits. But why we do this is more important than that. Okay, now if you deserve a higher rating, we can help. Okay, we've got a team of 150 plus VA claim experts. Many are fellow disabled veterans, just like you and me, trained in my process. You'll get access to a full independent medical staff at reduced rates. Okay, and we are ready and available to assist you. Remember, I shared this earlier. The secret formula is strategy plus education plus medical evidence. Okay, that helps you win and service connect your disabilities. Are you finally ready to get the VA disability rating and compensation you deserve? Here's the SCM method. I want to break it down for you. The strategy, okay? You're going to be paired with a veteran coach within 15 minutes of signing up today, and they are going to lead you through the VA claim process and empower you to take action with the right personalized claim strategy, which often results in the rating you deserve in less time. Okay, that's number one, the personalized strategy. You'll connect with a coach within 15 minutes. Okay, number two, the education. We teach classes every day, all day, live and on demand, to include C&P exam prep and coaching, so you can nail your exam and win your claim. We've also got things like secondary service connection, women's group Wednesdays, high value VA claim classes, and this is all live and on demand. Okay. And then the third part, medical evidence, new and relevant medical evidence via medical examinations, disability evaluations, incredible DBQs and Nexus letters for a wide range of conditions. Now, this is only if wanted and warranted based upon the evidence of record. The third part there, it's not required. Okay. If you don't want to get the evidence, you don't have to. Okay. Welcome. I'm welcoming you right here, right now, to our premier education-based program, VA Claims Insider Elite. We've served over 15,000 veterans since 2016. I'm so darn proud of that. We are absolutely dedicated and committed. 100%. We're in the trenches with you, taking grenades. And the average veteran in our elite program has received a 30% rating increase. Yes, we are the most trusted name in VA disability claims. And what's the best part about being elite? You're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, Brian, but how much is this going to cost me? You don't owe us a penny unless we get you an increase in your current rating. No increase, no payment, period. It's 100% risk-free to you. We've accepted the risk for you as fellow disabled veterans. Okay, now at the end of the program, if and only if you get a rating increase, it's 6 times the monthly increase, and it's with money you don't currently have. It's new money. I'm going to share an example. Okay, let's say you're at 50% right now, and you get about $1,000 a month. I'll just use easy math. I ain't the brightest bulb on the porch, so let's keep it simple. $1,000 a month, and we take you from 50% to 90%. Okay, using easy math again, let's say at 90%, you get $2,000 a month. The total owed would be $2,000 minus $1,000. That's the increase, times 6, payable one time at the end of the elite program. Okay, now there's a 12-month no interest payment plan, so you could do $500 a month for 12 months. You're still cash flowing an extra $500 a month, even while you're paying us the fee. Okay, it really doesn't cost you anything out of pocket. It's an unbelievable program. I can't think of a better way to structure it. And that's probably why part of the reason why we've served so many veterans to date. Now, remember I talked about you can get DBQs and Nexus letters if and only if you want them. Okay, members only rates. Members only rates. Who's a member of Costco, Amazon Prime? Okay, you get little perks for being a member. Okay, if you're a Costco member, you get cheaper gas. If you're a VACI member, you get cheaper rates on DBQs and Nexus letters. Now, I list this up here again because these are optional and not required. We also have templates available for you if you want to try to take them to your own private providers. Okay. Now, when you join Elite today, here's what you get to say goodbye to. You can say goodbye to your low ball rating or your no rating at all. Remember, according to our data, 8 out of 10 of you hearing my voice right now are underrated, meaning you and your family are missing out on tax-free benefits you've earned for wearing the uniform of our country. You can say goodbye to it. You can say goodbye to your unresponsive VSO, right? Now, only if you want to. Many of our veterans in our program, they still have a VSO of record, and that's okay. Number 3, You can say goodbye to the doctors who don't know how or won't write Nexus letters or DBQs for you. You ever want to get a deer in headlights? Go ask a VA doctor to write you a Nexus letter. Good luck. Okay. And you can also say goodbye to the stress and frustration of feeling alone, because when you join VA Claims Insider Elite, you're joining a family. You're joining a brotherhood and a sisterhood of men and women who served just like you did. And we welcome you home into our community. Okay, so what are you going to get today? Exclusive access to the VA Claims Insider Elite program, a veteran coach team assigned to you. You'll also get access and permission to use our proprietary Insider Portal. Okay, that's a new software product we just finished and launched a few months ago. Absolutely incredible. It shows you from beginning to end where you are. It allows you to communicate with your coach. It's got these little tiles, so when you complete a task, it turns them green. Okay, if you haven't done it yet, it'll stay red. So it drives accountability through the program. Okay. You'll also get access to EEP Plus, which is our coaching and education calendar. And then remember the doctors for Nexus letters and DBQs at reduced rates. Got tons of templates and examples and guides for you as well. Okay, total value so far, $5,994. Now, what else is in the VA Claims Insider Elite program? Here's a snapshot of what you get today. Okay. You're going to get a veteran coach assigned to you to lead you through the often confusing VA claim process and all the resources listed below. Your coach is going to run point for you on your claim. Okay. You're going to get the Insider Portal access, which is our one-stop shop proprietary tech platform built for you. Improved communication with your coach. There's secure file share, and you have a real-time view of the 8-step process we teach, with tips and action items for each. It's like a checklist. Just like you're in the military, we need a checklist to check them off. That's what you got. Okay. They're also going to get access to EEP Plus, ebooks, video tutorials I've shot, templates, exclusive members only content, so you know how to get the benefits you deserve. Now, I've heard some folks say all this information is available on YouTube for free. I can tell you that that's false. And the reason it's false is because I shot all these videos and they're hidden. Okay. They're unlisted videos. They're not in the public domain. Okay. But I'm going to give you all access to them today. You're also going to get access to what we call VACI 1, which is our live and on-demand video education, training, and coaching calls. We teach 68 classes per month live. That's 17 classes a week you could join if you want. Okay, and these are all live, and we record many of them on demand. Okay, remember, optional for IMO's Nexus letters and DBQs, if wanted and warranted based upon the evidence of record. Remember, I talked about EEP Plus. Here it is. Here's an example of EEP Plus. Okay, these are not going to be videos that you've seen in the public domain because they're part of our members-only program. And you get access to all of these. You can see the steps of the program listed. You can see there's action moments, and it teaches you how to do things. You can also download the slides. I'm giving you access to this today for free. VACI 1. Remember, I talked about all the classes you can attend per week. This is the coaching and education calendar you'll have access to. You can join a class every single morning if you want, called Coffee with the Coaches. You can ask questions. You can hang out with your brothers and sisters, mastermind roll call or CNP exam prep, claim filing walkthrough, new client orientation, secret benefits of 100% disability. Okay. Women's group Wednesday, high value claims masterclass on Saturday. Amazing. And these are all taught by experts, all of our coaches who are trained in my process. Okay. And by the way, I pop into these too. So you'll get to see me and we'll chat. Okay. I already talked about the first one. What are you getting? The exclusive access to the VA Claims Insider Elite program, a veteran coach team assigned to you. You're also going to get instant 1-year access to the VA Claims Insider Mastermind Group, which is 1 year of access, which is our live 24/7, 365 mastermind group on Facebook. Yes, I pop in there and answer questions daily. That's a $564 value. Total value stack so far, $6,558. Here it is, gang. The VA Claims Insider Mastermind. It's a private group. I think we just went over 14,000 members. Okay. But we serve and support you in here. Now, the concept of a mastermind goes all back before Jesus and his disciples. Okay. The idea is that iron sharpens iron. The collective knowledge of the team is better than any one individual. Okay. I guarantee you, somebody in the mastermind has dealt with your exact same situation and they figured out how to solve it. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. It's an amazing blessing to be a member, to get access to the VA Claims Insider Mastermind Group. Now, does this work? You may be sitting there going, okay, Brian, this sounds interesting, but does it actually work? Well, I'm going to share some actual client results along the way. Okay. Went from 40 to 100%. You can see that on the left-hand side. Intent to file was 8/23. It's filed 9/24. Closed today. No CNP. Okay. 60% to 100%. Time to buy some swag. Boom. I say boom all the time. Okay. Yes, the program works. Okay. I'm also going to share how to get $5,000 per year extra in direct award academic scholarships for your spouse and dependents with a 10% VA rating or higher. The exact way to file for it and get paid every single year. I have an explainer masterclass video with on-screen teaching and an essay strategies handbook. Yes, you have to apply for this every year. And no, it has nothing to do with the GI Bill. This is above and beyond the GI Bill benefit. It's $5,000 direct award. Here's some more testimonials. Thank you, VA Claims Insider. Struggled for years, not knowing I had PTSD from 3 combat tours in Iraq. You guys helped me a lot. Don't know what I would have done without you guys. Love you guys. This will make your day. Thank you for creating this group, Brian Reese. It's such an amazing tool for us. My coach fielded questions, gave advice, and was awesome. Went from 40% to 100% P&T. Here's some more. These are more recent ones. Outstanding coaches and processes in place that are in your favor. Don't waste your time with any other third-party company, as this one is the best. Went from 80 to 100%. Working with my coach, I went from 50 to 80%. Process was pretty painless, and the training provided was awesome. Outstanding service, very knowledgeable and professional. I was spinning my wheels with DAV. My coach walked me through all the steps and assisted me. Would highly recommend. Okay, I'm going to layer in another one. So I talked about the $5,000 per year in direct award academic scholarships. That's a $5,000 value. So look at what you're getting today already. This is the stack. Exclusive access to the VA Claims Insider Elite Program, a veteran coach assigned to you, access and permission to use our proprietary insider portal, EEP Plus, our network of medical providers. Okay. It's the most comprehensive program out there, period. Okay. And it was built for veterans by veterans. You're also going to get immediate access to the VA Claims Insider Mastermind Group. That's a $564 value. And you'll learn how to get $5,000 per year in direct award academic scholarships for your spouse and dependents with a VA rating of 10% or higher. That's a $5,000 per year value. Total value, $11,558. All right, these are our Google reviews. We've got a 4.8 rating, over 1,800 reviews. In total of our third-party review systems, we have over 2,000 5-star reviews. I'm so proud of our team. The level of care here is second to none. Okay. We flat out care at VA Claims Insider. And if we didn't serve you, if we didn't provide you with a high level of service, I want to know about it because that's unacceptable to me. Okay. We were recognized by Google as a highly rated veteran-led business. Very blessed to receive that. And we're an accredited business with the Better Business Bureau. Okay. Yes, you can join VA Claims Insider Elite today for free. And no, I'm not kidding. You can join today, right here, right now, for free. Okay. And today I'm also offering, as I showed you, $11,558 worth of extra value to help you win your disability claim and get a higher rating if warranted by law. Now, you should see by now there should be like a little box that pops up here on the side, and it should say start free now. Okay, you can join VA Claims Insider directly from that link. Okay, you just fill out your information in step 1, sign the membership agreement in step 2, and you're going to be connected with your coach over email in a matter of minutes. Okay, now you can experience VA Claims Insider Elite and start your life-changing journey for you and your family today for free to start. Okay, and there it is. You can go open a web browser if you don't want to click the start free now box that popped up. You can write this down and take it to a browser later. VA Claims Insider Elite.com. Again, you can sign up for free at VA Claims Insider Elite.com. Now, if you only got this, okay, if you only took advantage of the extra value I'm offering you today, you'd get an 11 times return on your investment. Why? Because you join free. You don't have to pay money up front to get access and permission to use all of our resources. The only time you owe us a penny is if and only if we get you an increase and you pay us with money you don't currently have. Okay? It's with new money you get from the increase. So literally, we've taken and accepted the risk for you as fellow veterans. Okay? I want to make this a no-brainer for you. Again, you can start for free at VA Claims Insider Elite.com. You can also click the box there that's popped up that says start free now. But wait, there's more. All right. I wouldn't leave you hanging without an extra bonus. Today, I'm also giving you instant, complete 1 year of access to the most powerful online disability system in the world. Military Disability Made Easy. Okay, you'll get instant full access to the most in-depth coverage of the military. That's DOD and VA disability system in the world. Complete and made easy answers with how-to explanations and rating criteria with pictures for each disability. We need pictures. I need pictures to help me. Okay. Again, I told you earlier, ain't the sharpest crayon in the box. I need pictures and colors. That's what you're going to get here with Military Disability Made Easy's all access program. And I'm giving it to you today, free 1 year of access to the premium program for free. I'm giving you a coupon code after you join Elite. That's a $239 value. And that's a boom. And I'm dropping stuff. Okay. That's a big boom for you. Special bonus for you today. Free 1 year of access to Military Disability Made Easy's all access program. Now you've got two choices. Choice number one is you don't join, you don't take action, you don't get results, you don't get the VA rating compensation you deserve. That's a frowny face. Choice two, join today, start free, access the expert strategy, education, and medical evidence you need to finally get the VA rating and compensation you deserve, regardless of how stuck and frustrated you feel right now. That's a smiley face. Okay. Pick choice two. Again, you can start for free today at VA Claims Insider Elite.com. Here's just a couple more here. Look at Mark. Got one of my claims today, 100%. I'm weeping in gratitude. You guys helped me after 43 years of lost records. I'm speechless. Thank you, Jesus. August to November went from 70 to 100%. Now, information alone, fellow veterans, raise your hand if you are guilty of spending countless hours searching amateur opinions online. Okay. I used to be guilty of that. Now I actually create the best of the best content out there to help you. Okay. Now you can spend countless hours online. You can endlessly search amateur opinions. I see some of this garbage in these Facebook groups and I just cringe. Okay. But you'll still be stuck and frustrated and you won't know how to do it. Or you can spend 10 to 15 hours with us, fellow veterans inside the VA Claims Insider Elite program. You can get the expert strategy, education, medical evidence, take action, and get the rating you deserve in less time. Again, you will hear from a coach in 15 minutes from sign up. Okay, sometimes faster than that. You can start free today at VAClaimsInsiderElite.com. A few more reviews. Wow. I must say thank you to the whole team at VA Claims Insider. Filing the intent was key. I got my back pay. So appreciative to have found VA Claims Insider, viewed all the videos on YouTube. I was skeptical at first, but I did my own research. This company and work they do is legit. Finally, my turn, part of the 100% P&T club. Okay. Migraine secondary to tinnitus. There you go, gang. Secondary claims. Now, you may be wondering, is VA Claims Insider Elite for me? Okay. I think it's for you if you're a current service member or a current service member about to separate or retire. I think it's for you if you're a veteran and you've either submitted a claim, you submitted a claim and didn't get the result you should have, meaning you were underrated, or maybe you got denied, or you're ready to file for an increase. Okay. Because remember, the VA claim process is never over unless you quit. You can file for increases on disability conditions that have gotten worse, or maybe there's some secondary claims you want to file for. Okay, you can do that, but you're going to want to get a Nexus letter. Okay, again, you can join us right here, right now. It's free to start. VA Claims Insider Elite.com. I can't wait for you to be our next success story. So here it is, the final value stack. All right, with the bonus military disability made easy all access membership program in there at the end. Remember that free 1 year of access? That's a $239 value. The total value stack today, right here, right now, $11,797. Is this worth it? Okay, I threw this up here. I wanted you to see just a few more recent reviews. Is VA Claims Insider worth it? Okay, I just want you to glance at these reviews. Amazing. The best service ever for veterans. The VA makes things so complicated, and the way it was explained from Insider makes the process understandable and very easy. I would highly recommend this to any veteran. VA Claims Insider is an amazing organization. They truly are dedicated to helping veterans get the benefits they deserve. I joined VA Claims Insider February 2023. I honestly was worried. I thought it might be a scam, but I was totally wrong, and I'm so glad I joined. I went from 20% to 80%. I never could have done this on my own. I love VA Claims Insider and will tell all my brothers I served with. God bless you all forever. Boom. Great guidance. I just can't say enough about how well detailed and well-oriented the videos and groups have been so far. They will give you the confidence and assurance to help you get where you need to be. This is what it's all about. And you heard me talk earlier that we go beyond the claim. Yes, we're going to help you with your claim. Yes, we're going to help you with the right strategy, education, medical evidence. But the level of care and compassion and service that you're going to get from our coaches is second to none. Why? Because we flat out care, and we do this together with you as fellow veterans who wore the uniform just like you did. Okay. Again, you can join us today and start for free at VAClaimsInsiderElite.com. Bonuses are going, almost gone. Last chance, free right now to get started. VAClaimsInsiderElite.com. Thanks for listening. Free bonus time. I told you I wrote a book, okay? A book called You Deserve It, the definitive guide to getting the veteran benefits you've earned. It became a #1 bestseller in 11 categories on Amazon. At one time, it was in the top 100 most downloaded ebooks in the world, which is just crazy. Thank you all. But I'm giving you the PDF copy of the whole book, not just a chapter. I'm giving you the entire book right here, right now, free of charge. My gift to you. There's no catch. Okay. Step #1, get out your mobile. Open up your text message feature, and you're going to text the number 678-506-7543. And the message you're going to send to that number is Insider Life, all caps. Okay, again, so pull up your phone, pull out your text message feature. Okay, I'll grab my phone for you. Pull up the message feature, start a text thread, send it to the number 678-506-7543. And the number you're going to text, or the message you're going to text to that number, is Insider Life, all caps. And you're going to get a message from me. Hey, it's Brian. Thanks. Please send me your best email address. Reply to my message with your email address so I can spam you. No, it's so I know where to send your free book. Okay. All you got to do is reply to my message back to you with your best email address that you want me to use to send you my free PDF book. And in 5 to 10 minutes, your free download is going to be in your box. Okay. My gift to you. Fellow veterans, thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for raising your right hand in defending freedom. It's the highest honor of my life to have served with you in defense of freedom. And I continue in the highest honor of my life by serving you today with fellow veterans. And God bless you and your family. We'll talk to you very soon.